was $0 bag with. Now, this is the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, by the way. And slipcover, by the way, also, by the way. Another, like, collection game I got. The other one was the Ninja Turtles one. Um, Here's a fun story before we talk about the one I'm gonna go through. It's literal Sub-Zero, no pun intended. So, got on the internet to get this, and then literally like yesterday it came. So that's gonna be the quickest delivery I ever had. I mean, this is a legacy collection. Let's be honest. It has all the MK games, from the arcade game set. Um, I had never played Mortal Kombat 4 on the arcades, but I did on this, so that's a fun fact for you. I already talked about Mortal Kombat 4, by the way, so you know, you know. However, there was one game I never actually played through, and it's Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero. It came out in 1997. Let's just be fair here. You're obviously Sub-Zero in this game. Now, let's get some positives about the game. Now, first off, in the Legacy Collection, you can use the unlimited lives in it. So that's what I did to go through the game. But so yeah. It's not your typical Mortal Kombat game. You are basically controlling Sub-Zero throughout every level throughout the game. There's only like 8 levels in the game, really. So that's not that bad when it comes to PS1 games. I mean, Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chains, I did play through the last 3 levels. Yeah. But that game is really tough also. Now, it's a typical Mortal Kombat game. They use like the fighting game arm. So the jump you press up, but do like a flip jump, it's up in a direction. That's kind of weird also. And all the face buttons are your attack buttons and all that. You get like herbs and urns and all that and keys to get through levels. Past the levels. Whatever. PS1 character models, they are okay at best, so there's that. The first one is the Shaolin Temple, where you meet with Scorpion, and this is not. There are 2 ways to get past him. You can let him live, or if you kill him later on in the game, he becomes the Scorpion we all knew as the undead ninja, or something like that. And his look is straight from Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. So we got that out of the way. But if you confront somebody else, you confront Shinnok also. But let's be fair here. You get the scroll. You go back to your template. Then, in the words of Chase Mice, hilarious YouTube by the way, you confront Quan Chi, or as he referred as Rich Homie Quan Chi. I can't believe I fucking said that on my channel. But yeah, he's hilarious. He did like a video on this back in 2014, where he keeps falling off the second level, which is the wind chime level, which this is where you have to get through those wooden spoons on it. But if you fall off the ledge, you see Sub-Zero falling off like this. I mean, it's funny at the first time, but it gets really repetitive after a while. That's why every other stage besides, the first one and to the last level, but still. I mean, they're corny as hell, but yeah. Now, there's differences between the PS1 version and the N64 version. The N64 uses cartridge, so they use screenshots of the cutscenes, but on the PS1 port, they use like actual actors to do all this. Anyway, you get all the keys, then you meet with Fujin, and to fully defeat him, you had to hold down on the edge of the screen, and Sub-Zero will grab um onto the ledge, and Fuji will die, or Fujin will die from that. Fuji, what? Also, why is Sub-Zero doing all this? Well, to get the Shinnok's amulet, which we'll get to. Then you go to the third part, which is the Earth one. You're in this like the mine thing, and again, it's just a little get these keys. There's no boss fight, by the way, so at the end of the stage, but you do meet up with a boss, but it's just a giant fucking clay face type thing, like from Batman or something. And this is way before 2008's crossover with the DC with Mortal Kombat characters. Then you go into this sewer water level. This level is fucking boring. I have to be clear here. All these enemies keep coming out of nowhere, and there's these electric eels for some reason. You get all the keys, get the water up, and then you fight some random water boss guy, and that was it. Then you go to the other one, which is called the Fire Temple level, or something like that. That's where you meet up with Shinnok's amulet, and you meet up with some other fire god guy, and then this is where Quan Chi stole it from you, and then he says, "I have Shinnok's amulet," and Sub-Zero's like, "Whose amulet?" And yeah, you got fooled by him, and Raiden tells you, "Do you realize what you just done?" And Sub-Zero says, "I was just making myself a living," or something like that. I gotta say, the cutscenes are like the best part about this game. Let's just be fair here. Then you go to the prison level where you try to get through these guards. Oh, these fucking guards are the worst. And this is where you confront either Scorpion and you fight him, or Shinnok where you don't fight him. But still, I'd rather just do the killing Scorpion part, and then you do that. Anyways, you go through it. The music on this level, when you go through the second part of it, is fucking awesome. So there's that. You get these keys where you go up platforms, all that. In order to do that, you press L1 and triangle at the same time, or L1 and X to go down. So there's that. You fight this random like Saw monster boss. What the fuck is up with these bosses in this game? Again, this is like a spin-off. Let's be fair here. Um. Anyways, you get this urn, you destroy Shinnok's statue, and you get out of the prison, and then these three henchwomen to, by the way, I forgot what their names were, so correct me about, but I'm not going through their names really, but still. Then you go to the Bridge of Immortality where you fight a bunch of bosses there, like a dinosaur and three fucking robots. But anyways, you get all three keys, you go to the last level, which is Shinnok's Fortress, and you fight those three random ways. One which you can either kill or let them live, but unlike the Scorpion part, just let the one live. I forgot what their names were, so I'm not going to say that, okay? So, if you want to see, watch other YouTubers about what they are, really. Anyways, you get all those gems or something like that, and then you meet up with Quan Chi, and then this one woman wants to go with you, and then Shinnok was there with the amulet. In order to stop Shinnok from, he does this, you have to freeze him, you gotta go through like one of these portals, sneak up behind him, take the amulet, and he turns into this monster-like character, and then you just run away from him. Yeah, you can fight him, but I risk not doing it, okay? You give it to Raiden, and you meet with Shang Tsung afterwards. That's how the game ends. My God. I mean, it's a PS1 game. They're not meant to be easy, but still. Holy moly, what a fucking... What a fucking journey I went through last night to beat the game. Like, there are other Mortal Kombat games on this Legacy Pack. Like the first four. Man, Special Forces. We're not doing that next, okay? I'm not going through that game. I heard some really negative stuff about it, but Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero. It's not as bad as, let's say, Special Forces. Mortal Kombat Special Forces. Whatever. I keep butchering that last word, but still. One with Jackson, throwing a blade in it, but still. Or other bad games But still. But it's not a fun game, I'm gonna be honest here. It's a fucking chore to get through. I like the idea of a Mortal Kombat adventure game. But I think the best one is Shaolin Monks, so... But I'll be fair to give it a 5.5 out of 10, yes. A 5.5 out of 10. The cutscenes are funny. I mean, they're hilarious. The graphics for PS1 year ago, and the music's good as well. But the gameplay is fucking irritating because when you try to freeze an enemy, they kept fucking blocking it. That's one thing I forgot to mention. One time you want to do a freezing move, the fucking enemy will block it over and over and over and over again. Now, thank God on the Legacy Collection, just like the Ninja Turtles one, there's a rewind feature to start from where you were. So, that's another game I liked about that as well as the Ninja Turtles one. Holy fucking shit! That was getting on my nerves. So, speaking of Mortal Kombat, let's go back. I might say those for next month. Fuck it. This will be my last viewing review of the year. And yeah, what a way to go out with a Mortal Kombat game I never played until now. God, what a fucking irritating that was. But I'll still get a 5.5 out of 10 because I'm generous with that. So there's that. So Showdown episode 108, the last Showdown of the year, and then the first episode of United will be on Saturday, December 20th. Thursday, my secondary channel, you will see Starcade 2000. Subscribe to notification on my secondary channel, by the way, so you will see that remastered. And I'm done for the night. So, like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel notification also, and there. Bye-bye.